We're recording. Good job. All right. Well, hey, happy October. It's October 20th, which means we're about two-thirds of the way through the month. We are adding tons of new people on our team on the daily. So I have a feeling that there will be a lot of welcomes and shout outs. I will wait until the end of the month to pull a report and kind of do like an announcement of everybody that's joined, because I know we've got a few folks who are probably going to join towards the end. Generally, with join offers, people join at the beginning and the end, not as much in the middle, unless something spurns them to do it. So, even people that you've mentioned it to before at the beginning of the month, feel free to go ahead and mention it towards the last couple of days of the month. I would not wait until Friday, because if they do wait until the very end and they have a problem, then maybe, DS support isn't open or whatever. So maybe, Wednesday or something, be like, hey, almost the end of October, hope you're having a great month. Here we go, last chance kind of a deal. But we have had a lot of great um, new joins, and Stampin' Up has had, I heard a report today, over 8,000 people have joined this month,
Right.
um, which is a lot. So, which is great. So now we just have to figure out how do we bring those 8,000 people along for the ride with us, right? How do we let them know what we're doing? One of the things I mentioned to Patsy was like, not everybody sees Facebook. And so, like, I know she texts a lot. And I was like, just text the link before the meeting and see if they can join us on the meeting. I think Glenda did that today too.
Yes.
So, if you've got people in your group who, aren't as good, I think Jill and Sarah could probably use a text as well, honestly. Like, I think Sarah gets home from teaching and she passes out on the couch, and a text might wake her up. Sometimes it doesn't, but it's okay. But I know a lot of people watch the video later, and that's fine too. I don't mind. And we have a great promotion starting this week. We have free shipping Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which is awesome. Um, Generally, in a pending month, they offer free shipping, but I wasn't really sure if they were going to this time because we've had such a great starter kit deal. And so I don't know. I was wondering. So if you have had someone new join your team, this would be a great time to reach out to them and say, hey, you can get free shipping on your first order. Is there something you'd like? What did you get in your starter kit? A lot of times people don't know when they join that we don't see their starter kit. So once you've joined our teams, I can't see what you're ordering. And I think customers don't know that because they're used to their demonstrator seeing their orders, right? And seeing what they order. And it's a very different world when they become demonstrators. We don't see what people are ordering. And so it could be a great opportunity to be like, hey, what did you get in your starter kit? And guess what? They're doing free shipping. Here's some ideas I have of some things that you might want to get. We know that the retention of demonstrators increases when they place a first order in the first 7 to 9 days of their demonstratorship. So if they roll over and place an order really quickly, we know they're going to be more likely to stay in at a bare minimum in their first 30 days. We know that that's a really great idea. So one of the things that you can do as a, baby team leader is offer a little incentive. Be like, hey, when you place your first order, I'll send you a pack of dimensionals or I'll send you a little gifty, right? That's a great thing to do to incentivize them to go ahead and place their first order. And doing it with free shipping is a really great time too. So, I ordered a bunch of kits when the kits were on sale. It was awesome. I went to retreat with like 46 kits and I came back with like 20. I was like, oh, okay. I don't think I've sold that many kits at Retreat before. And I was like, well, I'm gonna have to buy some more kits. And guess what? I'm gonna get them on free shipping day for sure. I like to have a good variety of kits when I go to the holiday markets. And I think that people at the holiday markets, they love a fun little gift. And so I think that they do really well at markets. So I'll look at what I have and then I'll kind of order a few that I think might be missing in terms of the diversity of my kits. Um, I have this little stand and I put it next to my table, and people just like rifling through. Some people do want to make their own Christmas cards. Some people do want to, they love that little ornament kit. They might want to make the garland. There's other kits and then some of people want to be able to buy a kit as a nice gift for somebody. Maybe they know a card maker or a crafter and they want to give a gift of that. Um, so, um, yeah, so just, get your wheels turning about free shipping. I think it's a great offer. Again, they've listened to us and they're giving us 3 days for free shipping, which is great because we know that 3 days, yeah, one day is too fast. We cannot get the world to keep up with us.
Yeah,
Yeah, one day is too fast. But they heard us, which is great. And they said, yes, okay, we agree. 3 days of free shipping is a much better deal. And so I think that's great. If you haven't had a chance to get any of the November pre-order stuff, because there's online exclusives coming out November 1-ish for customers, that would be a good thing for you to look at because the online exclusives came out for demonstrators. I printed the brochure that, found it. Hold on. I printed out the brochure that Stampin' Up! Made for us, so that one, I could easily see it, and two, I could show it to customers. They do like to see everything. I will say we did a vote in one of my other groups, and I did not vote for this, but more people voted for the Brushed with Beauty, the floral one, which is so funny, than anything else. And so they're going to do they're all getting together and doing a tutorial bundle. I'm actually going to participate in a leader swap. So I'm hoping to have some swaps from a lot of the different suites. And I got the Hobby Haven suite, which has the really cute paper that has like plant lady paper and book reading and spa day and baking and crafting. And it's adorable. The paper's so, so cute. And the stamp set's really,
I got that one.
yeah, it's really sweet. And I like the sentiments and the stamp set, and the dies are just great tags. Like they're just good dies to have. Um, but there's a lot of cute bundles. So the banner sayings bundle has a little banner punch that punches out three banner pieces on display. Has kind of like it's a bookcase, but to me it looks like a tackle box. And so I think you could use that for a fishing tackle box. There's a cute die in there. Friendly Foliage actually had some it's actually really pretty, it has a nice font. You know me. Valentine Kisses is some Valentines. There's no Valentine's paper in here, so I'm hoping we're going to get a Valentine's suite in the mini catalog then, even though they kind of pulled back from that. Delicate Framing has some really pretty delicate pieces. Swirl Designs has some cool geometric. There's a cake, the Cake Day, Outdoor Adventure is really beautiful. You can make some really nice masculine cards or scouting things. Pop-up petals has a way to like tuck the bouquets like into these little pockets. It's really cute. Um, and so there's some nice sets. There's also some doilies, which I'm sure Candy Rattray is very, very happy. If you guys don't know, she is a huge fan of the doily. I will say that I have some doilies to give away tonight. And I purchased a set just for you guys, not for me. I'm not a doily fan. But I'm going to tell you that these are some really big doilies.
Yeah, I ordered a pack too, and That's what I was thinking. Those
I was
were
like,
huge.
oh, those are huge. So they're really cute. There's two sizes and they have little hearts all around them. They're super, super sweet. And they're pink with pink and then like red with like a light pink on them. They're really, really cute though. So, and I think there's quite a few in here, 24 doilies. Lovely doilies. Yes, Candy loves the doily. Candy loves the doily. Oh, what did Font Snobs Unite? Yes, I know, Kathleen. You know you can always follow me for good fonts, right? The other thing I'll mention that was tucked in here that you might not have noticed. So there's new vellum, 12 by 12 vellum, which is a specialty vellum. There's also a new embossing folder, and there's a new background. It's our first photopolymer background stamp, and it's called Lasting Linen, and it has like a linen look. So when you stamp it, especially tone on tone, it's going to give the look of like linen paper. So that's really cool. And sometimes I feel like there's things that get lost. There's also a really sweet set called Big Little Things. And so it has like a baby panda and a baby elephant and a baby hippo. It's very, very cute. So if you have any babies coming up in your life, grandbabies, otherwise, that's a really cute set. And also the new storage for the stamp sets and dies is included in there. And I can show you. Ta-da! Very thin. Haha. Stamps, dies. Can't tell the difference. Um, so there will be challenges. We will face these challenges. I'm just going to have to rotate my storage. I'm going to have to use kind of a like a Rolodex style looking system. Um, I am too. So I didn't get it, Kathleen, but I'm probably going to throw it in my cart for free shipping this week because Kathy at Retreat mentioned it and she played with it a little bit and she liked it. So I can't wait to see. So the only downside to this, so it has the name of the stamp. This is what people are complaining about. The stamp says Creative Haven at the top. Wait. The dies say stamp cut and emboss. And then underneath it, it says the die set. So that's annoying. I think they'll fix it. I think they'll realize it. It is very
What are you
tall.
gonna what are you gonna store those in?
So
I
I'm
was
gonna
looking on Stamp and Storage today.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the crate. So the Creative Crate. That's what I store my dies in currently. And I have those wider folders, and I tried it in there and it fit just fine. The other thing I found was a pretty cheap, and I'll post it in our group, a pretty cheap, they're called refrigerator storage. And it's like an acrylic, it's meant to like put in your fridge. It's plastic acrylic and you can use it in your fridge, but they have like a 5 pack of them at Amazon or whatever. So you can get those, and then those are clear, which clear is nice. And so I have a couple of old creative crates from Stamp and Storage, so I'm going to try that first before I buy something new. But this is the crate that Janet Wakeland recommended, and Janet's already put it in her office and is already like working through it. And
The
Janet,
Stamp and Storage one?
no, Janet's using the one from Amazon.
I
Uh,
wasn't sure if acrylic would be heavy enough.
It seems to be. She has quite a bit in there, and it seems like it's sturdy enough because it's pretty square. So it goes back far enough. I'm going to have to adjust the heights of my shelf in order to accommodate that. And I'm not ready to do that right now because I only have one set. Right now, when I've got two, three, four, five, six, seven, when I start getting a collection of these, then I'm going to do that for sure. Um, but so for me right now, I have the wooden one. It's very sturdy from Stamp and Storage. I know that it already stores my current dies, so I'm just going to slip these guys in with it and see how it goes. Yeah, something like that would work, Patsy. That's yeah. Hold on, you're muted, and then Terry, I'm gonna come to you. Hold on. Patsy first. Muted.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, it was from
What is,
HEB.
oh,
HEB. Mhm.
Mhm.
what's the dimensions on it? Does it say on that little,
It's so tiny I can't see it.
okay,
But I think, I mean, they're only 5.5 inches wide. So they're pretty narrow. Um, and then I talked to Kathy because she has 1,000 stamps. So she's a collector. And I asked her, I said, what are you going to do? And she said, I am just going to lay them on their sides right now. And I'm going to put a label towards the top. And I'm just going to kind of sort through them that way. And she's like, but I can't. She's like, I can't, I'm not switching my 1,000 old stamps over, and the way that she has her storage set up, she can't go tall enough for that. So if you have adjustable shelves, I think that's going to be the way. The other thing I'm going to show you, so as of right now, but I think Stampin' Up's going to fix this. As of right now, when you open this, there's no printout on the inside.
yeah.
Now there is on the outside. But what I did was I took the plastic off, I inked it up, and I stamped it. And guess what? I now have a stamp on the inside. This was
Good job.
very, very easy. I used Memento. I just literally, yep, you did it too, Terry. Good job. I literally just peeled this off, inked up the whole bad boy, shoved it on there, pressed it down, pulled it off, cleaned it off, and now I'm good.
Let's see,
So,
right now I store my dies and my stamps together. I've had one instance where I got rid of the stamp set, but I kept the dies.
so you can actually, it's thick enough that you can do that. You can
Yeah,
put both pockets in here and you can have the stamps and the dies in one pocket. No
that's what
problem.
I've done with mine so far.
Yep, no problem. And I think it's great. I think it's a good idea because I know what's in here and I know I've got both sets in here and it's not very wide at all. So you can just tuck them both in if you want.
Yeah,
So it'll be a transition and I know that storage and how we manage our collections is oh good 7.25 by 9.5. Oh, so that's pretty big. So yeah, and I think these guys, their height is like 8.5 tall. So
Yeah.
but
I'm just trying to figure out how to put it on my shelves because I've got some IKEA shelves and they're traditionally not very wide. So I may have to turn them sideways or I may have to put them across the top of my desk cabinet.
yeah, Terry.
Okay. Home Goods in our area has the acrylic bins. They're very well priced. And you can actually, for the IKEA shelves, they are long enough to put 2 packages in on the left and on the right. The only problem that you run into is maybe next year, I don't know if they'll still be on the shelves, but Home Goods does have them. The other thing is that Hobby Lobby carries them regularly.
Will
Okay.
you, Terry, if you find like a link or a photo or something, will you put that in the group?
But I will.
Okay, cool. And then I'll put a link to what I've found so far. I'll show you guys. I'll start a little thread, a storage thread, a problem-solving thread. And then we can put some links in there for ways to store it. But yes, Kathleen, I think they've already heard us about the printing on the inside. And I think it's going to be addressed pretty quickly. I don't think it'll be addressed in time for the spring catalog, but I think in time for the annual catalog, I think they've heard us. Like we've already Everybody's already voiced their opinions.
So we're getting a spring catalog instead of celebrations.
We've always had a spring catalog. We've just had a spring catalog and celebration.
And
Right.
okay.
So we'll have our spring catalog as always. You guys, I think everybody can see it. I wrote this on my calendar, so I'm gonna pull it out real quick. Everybody can see the spring mini catalog on. I want to say that pre-order for it starts on the 18th of November. So I want to say that everybody can see it like on maybe Friday the 14th or something like that. Oh no, actually the 12th. I see it in my notes here. On Wednesday, November 12th, you can view the January to April mini catalog and you can order from it on November 18th. So that'll be the pre-order for it. November is when they're also starting the product of the month program. So I think that it's going to be tied to this spring catalog. I think that there's going to be something in there. I think it's going to talk about product of the month. And I think we're going to have the opportunity to start earning it. So yay for that. Other than that, I'm going to have Patsy show what she taught this weekend at retreat because it's very fast and very cute. And you might have some other paper that you want to showcase for it. I will say that I have a couple of extra packets for this month's meeting packet. And so if you didn't get one, the cards are really, really cute. And you really just need some sentiments, or if you have decorative trees, which is the other tree set, if you have a tree set of any kind, honestly, you could do this and it's very, very cute. So, and then I'm gonna spotlight Patsy and I'm gonna let her see that. When does pre-order for demos begin? Sorry, I'm reading through your things. Pre-order for demos. November 18th. November 18th is when pre-order is. Yeah. All right, Patsy, take it away.
Okay, so this is with the Lights of Aurora paper. So it starts out with the 4x11, cut the lengthwise, and then fold it and score it in half. And then you score it at 1/2 and 1 inch and turn it around and do 1/2 and 1 inch. And then it makes it kind of a boxy like that. And you cut the circle. And then you cut
What circle die do you use?
the stylish, those guys. So, I don't remember the second word, but stylish. Did I
Shapes,
bring it?
stylish shapes.
I was gonna say I brought it over here. No,
Uh-huh.
the other one.
It's stylish shapes.
Okay, stylish shapes. And then you can put any sentiment you want there. There's big trees. I have Abby over here, so I'm like, let me alone.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me show the dies.
She's
Here's
really
the
wanting
dies.
to help, Mama.
I know. She wants to be in my lap. It's like, no. So the big trees and then the little trees for the inside. Abby, stop. And so you can put them in the inside and glue them on the front, tape runner, and the big tree can go back here. So that
Is
it
the
looks
big tree on dimensionals?
No, it's just tape runnered on.
Awesome.
And then the little ones in the front. On mine, I just did 2 of the small sets, but I did on 3 of the class. And then on the back, you have for your sentiment there.
What size is the DSP panel on the inside?
It's 3 3/4 by 4.
Okay, so 4 this way and 3 3/4 this way.
Mhm. So the same as the back here.
Okay. Cool.
Isn't it
Awesome.
3 3/8 by 4 1/4?
No,
Oh,
because it has to fit within that square.
oh, okay. Because I was thinking we cut the DSP at 3 3/8 and 4 1/4.
I
I
kind of
think that
played
would,
with it both ways.
Okay.
You know how you score it was a little bit off. We did the 3 3/8 by 4 and a
Okay.
4.
Quarter. Yeah.
Yeah. But this one I did a little bit smaller on mine.
Okay. Good.
And then I put the rhinestones on there and the wink of Stella, so the trees sparkled.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
what other paper do we think this could work with?
The autumn paper. I call it the funeral paper. It's the ones with the deserted little cabin and the magnolia leaves. It looks like funeral paper to me, so I call it funeral paper. But that
Well,
one,
it
Bless your heart.
came, that's the gallery paper. And
yes.
most of that came from the Library of Congress. So it's interesting you say that because many of those images are actually historical images from the Library of Congress. And so if you guys wanted to know where that paper came from, beautiful gallery. Yes, I
Okay.
I would agree on that. It does. There
And this
definitely.
is a stamp set.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me spotlight you. Yeah, what are all the, can you read the sentiments? Because sometimes it's hard to read those.
Okay. So it says love, light, wonder, and magic for the big ones. And then under here, your strength inspires me, which I put on it. And then may your day be filled with one of these items. Wishing you a year of that. Embrace the magic. Thank you. You are a light, and then it has and, so you can make smaller ones and go with the big one.
Okay.
So even though it's in the holiday catalog, I mean, it's not
Not
very,
just holiday.
yeah, it's just kind of inspirational. And
Mhm.
um, I think it's kind of like last year we had that Love and Strength one that was in the holiday catalog. So yay! Thanks, Patsy. Those are so
Awesome.
pretty.
I had
So
fun.
pretty. Good. If you want to share a photo and the dimensions, if you just want to like copy and paste the dimensions into a post in the group, I'm sure that
Okay.
um, it's just it's so fun because it pops into a shadow box, but then it just kind of pulls flat and it ships like just for a normal size. Beautiful gallery DSP. There you go. Um,
Sorry, Kathleen, I called it funeral paper.
That's hilarious. I think it has some good wallpaper feelings as well.
Yes.
Which I'm always like, if I want to wallpaper my guest bathroom with it, then it's usually a winner. So
Yeah.
we've had a few papers that have done that. So well, good. Other big news in Stampin' Up! Land is Paper Pumpkin. The one that will close on November 10th is a gift box and packaging box, and it has little boxes that you can use to hold a gift card, and it has the packaging. They look like little mini paper pumpkin boxes that kind of open and close the same way. And those have a little tag with them. They're Christmas themed, and they also can fit a Ghirardelli chocolate. So just size wise, there's a little bit of depth to them. So I'm going to use them in my Christmas markets, and I'm going to put a little Ghirardelli chocolate in them, and then say you can put a gift card in there too. And people will love that for a little teacher gift. It's perfect. And so I'm excited about that. I'm gonna get multiples, and then I'll probably look to see. I'm hoping that they'll have some extra and I can order a few extra for Mary Ann's teachers too. you know, when you get to high school and they have like 10 teachers, you're like, okay, what are we going to do? You know, you can't buy one really nice gift. So it gets harder for sure, but still like to appreciate them. So we have some people I want to recognize from last month. We had three folks who were over $500 in orders last month. And they were Denise Smith, who's on Sarah's team. Yay!
Hey.
Denise has been working really hard at building her business, and so she's doing great. She's had a couple of classes already, and then Jill Moyer. So yay!
Yeah, Jill.
Oh yeah, Terry the clapper. Hold on, where's my clapper? I got mine here too. And then we also had Rhonda Lewis over 500. So yay, yay. Good. I'm so glad I've kept my clapper right by my desk. It's, you know, so helpful for meetings. Oh, there's Kathy's
Good
got hers too.
job.
We found our clappers. So September was good. I think it looks like a lot of ordering has happened this month in terms of people kind of probably gearing up. I saw some posts that said there's only 9 Fridays till Christmas, and I was like, be quiet. I know, I know. It's like shh, 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 be quiet. That's not good. So, and then I sent out the metallic texture rub-ons to you guys, and I challenged myself that I would use them. So I wanted to show you what I did. So Candy has like a little gratitude challenge that'll run, I think, the month of November. And I was I posted a article or a video. It's like a 5-minute video. It's a TED Talk about what gratitude does for our brains. And it's really cool. And so I am going to do a little gratitude journal, and I'm going to make my husband and my child and I write in it every day for the month of November. Nothing like forced gratitude. Um, but that's okay. One year, I'll have to find it, but I had this pumpkin, and every night at dinner, we had to write something we were grateful for on this pumpkin. I still have it. And I read it and I chuckle because it's like, I'm grateful for pizza. I'm grateful for, I mean, it's showers. I mean, like it was really good. There's some good stuff on there too. But I added some of those rub-ons on here. So I did like there's a little gold sprinkle, and then I did like the wood grain, and then there's this cool like strip. And you're right, Kathleen. Forced or not, it's still after 21 days makes our brain be more positive. So I love that. So, anyways, I added I mean, this paper is very pretty, the autumn gathering paper, but this blings it up even more. So now there's just gold all over this thing. And I'm so glad. Yeah, it was a really good TED Talk. It was really fast. But I thought that was a great thing. So all right. So, I think that's it for news right now. Like that's where we are. This is the start of a new year in Stampin' Up! World. Yeah, those gold ones, they're pretty shiny. I like them. And they were pretty easy to use. I will tell you this, what I did was I cut them apart before I used them. So I kind of made the decision like, okay, I want this one and this one. And so I just cut them. And then I still have, the remaining pieces. Again, I think these are a great customer gift. You get 4 sheets in the pack. You get 2 gold and 2 silver, and they're very flat, and they would mail it's totally like a temporary tattoo. Okay, and now you have my mind running, and now I'm going to have to try it on my body, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to tell me not to do that. And I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to try anyway. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, so those are super fun. And I would encourage you, if you got a set to, whip them out, play with them, add them on. They rubbed over really well. I was worried about the transition points, like where the DSP met this book. But they rubbed on really well on the transition point. and you can see like they did pretty good. So I was actually impressed. And you don't have to rub very hard. I think I was kind of thinking like, the old school rubbings we had to do with like crayons where you had to press really hard. You didn't have to press very hard. And I just used my bone folder. So I just like gently kind of rubbed on with my bone folder and was like, oh yeah, it came off. Okay, great. Actually, if you rub too hard, you almost like rub through the top surface. So, but yeah, really fun. So yay for that. Okay, we are at the point of the meeting where we're going to share some things that maybe you've been working on. So I'm going to do some door prizes. I'm going to get my sheet of paper out. I've got my door prize situation here. And I will pull out the doilies because of course those will be a door prize. But let me get out this is very fancy. I hope you guys know, only the best for you. I have this one pad of paper I use for all my door prize things. So, all right. So if you're here, you get a door prize. Thanks for coming. And if you show us a project that you've been working on, Patsy, you get credit for your Lights of Aurora. So congratulations. You don't have to show us anything else. Plus, I'm not sure that Abby would even let you show anything else. So, all right, Terry, do you have anything you
Yeah.
would like to show us?
Right. So I'm using old Stampin'. It's all Stampin' Up product, but I'm getting ready for the craft show this Saturday. And at Hobby Lobby, I found these. They're 5 little gingerbread men, and at the edge of each man is a pencil. So I'm selling them in a packet, and I use the old. If you remember, I think it's about 5 years old, maybe 6 years old. Remember the gingerbread memories and more? They had the little. Bear with me. I got it right here. Hold on.
They are so cute. And Glenda and I were messing around with that this
Remember
weekend too. Yep. Oh yeah, that one. So
that?
cute.
Well, this is what I made. I packaged up the little pencils. So that's what they look like.
That is
And
so
then I'm going to sell them at my table. Let me see if I can get it better.
that
Nope. Okay.
no, you did a good job. That's so cute.
Yeah. So they're going to. So, and this is all, it's all from that package, except for the white paper, of course.
So cute.
But all the paper is from that. So,
Those will sell, I am sure of it.
well, I'm glad you said that. I called a friend this morning because I'm not sure how to price it. And I was talking with my son yesterday, and he says, Mom, you don't charge enough. I go, I know, my prices are going up at this Saturday's table, hands down, because it took me 2 days to make those. And I was only going to charge $1.25. And my son says, no, you need to be charging $2.50. So I don't know. I'm still teetering on that, but I know I'll at least charge two.
Can you show them again?
Yeah. You want to show them again? I think at least $2, maybe 3 or 2 for 5.
Let me put another light on.
Yeah. I know lighting and showing things off is always the hardest part of our little meetings. So how much did you buy the pencils for?
Well, this is interesting. The pencils are four. It was half price at Hobby Lobby. So the pencils, the pencil. There's no way in heck I can get this
No,
to
just
show better.
get up close to the camera. It's fine.
Okay.
There you go. So cute.
So,
Yeah.
so there were four package for the price I paid was $1.50. Okay. So 4 into $1.50. So they're about what? 4.50. They want to be like 45 cents a stem, right?
Yeah.
So when you do the math, according to Google, you're supposed to do, I'll post a picture too online. And you're supposed to charge double your materials and then double that. So if I do that, I think it comes up to like almost $3.
I think you
So that's
should.
why I'm 50. I mean, in real life, I think they're really cute. Um,
I think $3 or 2 for $5 is a great deal.
I like that. 2 for $5 or $3. Yeah. So, but they're cute. I mean, I need to get them into their hands before, the season gets here.
Yeah, they're so
And
sucker. Any grandma would buy that for a stocking. Come on.
yeah, I only bought 2 packages because I didn't know they were just cute,
I like them. Well, well done, Terry. All right, who else has something fun they want to show? Oh, BJ, let me highlight you. Replace spotlight. Ooh, BJ, pretty.
Oh, that's very nice.
Oh, that die. Kathleen loves that die. That's pretty. That's so pretty.
BJ, you've been
Oh, I missed that die. Oh, I loved that one. The aspen trees. Oh, so pretty.
gorgeous.
That's all.
Who doesn't love fall, right?
Yes,
All
yes.
the fall, right?
Mhm.
Very nice, BJ. I'm so glad welcome to the team.
Thank you. It's good to be
Glad
here.
yeah, glad you participated. All right, let me see. Kathleen, show us what you got, friend.
All right, so I busted out with Love and Gratitude, only about a year late, so that's still great. Better late than never. And I made this card with our plaid embossing folder.
Beautiful.
And then I did this fancy fold that says with love and gratitude, and it opens up because my people keep saying that they have too much space to write and they don't know what to say. And so they want smaller writing spaces. And what's great about this is that it actually will fold and mail really well. So I'm really excited to see what they say about that. And again, I'm using some Paper Pumpkin supplies up. This is actually the box cut up. I don't know if you guys can see that little texture on it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm using instead of as boxes, I'm using it as a panel. So yeah, those are the two I wanted to share with y'all.
I love that. So I got laughed at this weekend at retreat because I said something about this one card that Kathy designed that had a really small space. It was that flip flap kind of one that she did. I think you did it at Shoebox. And I said, I love this card because it has a very tiny writing space. And I love that because there are a lot of times when I just don't have a lot to say. And everybody was like, oh, and I was like, oh, it's okay. I was like, sometimes you just don't have a lot to say. So I love that. That is great. I have some of that kit as well, and I'm like, okay, time to bust it out. It's time to use that bad boy up. So
Okay, I
excellent.
have an inspiration for y'all.
Oh, what?
Here we go. Can you see it?
Oh, ooh, let me spotlight you. Let's see. Oh, must if you
It's
walk up.
cross.
Oh, that's pretty.
Did you make that?
Well, I'm a calligrapher, so it's my calligraphy. I don't know if you can see it very well.
Ooh.
says, what if you woke up today with only the things you thank God for yesterday? And I'm trying to figure out, this is just a little paper flower. I was thinking about putting paper flowers around it. Anybody have any idea? I'm having a craft show also. So I'm trying to figure out how to decorate it.
I love
would
that. I
idea.
love that flower on
Yeah.
there.
I don't know.
One idea I had was maybe shells, seashells. But I kind of like this flower.
I like the flower.
I like the flower.
Yeah, I'm going to do this
Hey, that
flowers.
gold embossing stuff that Melissa sent us,
Ah, yeah.
that might look really pretty on there.
That could zhuzh it up a little bit. And
yeah,
it would.
Yeah, it's silver. It's silver though.
Oh, but there's silver in here too.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that might zhuzh it. It's pretty though.
Thank you.
Let's see. Miss Pat, do you have anything to show? You got something?
Melissa, all of my ideas are up in my head. I don't have anything produced. And I have post-COVID pneumonia, so my activity has been very limited. But thank you.
Well, I hope that you feel better. I talked to Elaine the other day and she said that you had been under the weather, but maybe getting a little better. So, but no. Oh, okay. That's terrible. All right. Well, take it easy. And when you're feeling better, the ideas will all be there. I will say, if they're in my head, or they leave my head forever, I will sketch them. So if you have some ideas, I have the menopausal brain thing, and I have good ideas and then they're gone. George has his head fully in the prize box right next to me, and I'm trying to get him out. George, buddy, there's no food in there. I don't know what you think is happening. No, no, no. No, 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 no prizes for you. So he's obsessed with this box, y'all. And it's okay. So Stampin' Up! Many years ago gave us, which was insane, leaders. They gave us a Tiffany's set of champagne flutes, which was bananas. Like I drink champagne like when? Like never. But
Once a year.
but I have the Tiffany's box because it's so pretty and it has like the fancy, Tiffany and Co. lid. Anyway, I use this for all of our prizes and I have it sitting right next to me. And he must, my God, what is wrong with you? He must think there's like something tasty in it. And so he literally had his full schnapps in there. But every once in a while, he knows it makes me mad and he comes up and he like scratches at it or he tries to chew on it. And I'm like, you not be chewing on my Tiffany box. Oh, punk. Goodness gracious. I hope you feel better, Miss Pat. That's terrible. And but I like to sketch the ideas out because if I don't write them down, then I forget them and I'm like, oh, that was a really good design. So even if it's ugly and I have to like write notes to myself, like flower here, stripe here, like I will literally like in a sketchbook sketch my ideas out. Curious George, yeah. Pain in the tushy George, is what he is. Um, him and Grace have been wild hares today. Jonathan's out of town and they are acting a fool. So okay. Who else? Let's see. Glenda, you got something? Show me. You were very productive this weekend, but just show me something good. Oh, that one was cute. You're muted, but
Yeah. This is one I did to spotlight home, and it says, "There's no place like home for the holidays." And this is an old stamp, and I just colored in the greenery and the red bows, and I used a scrap strip off of that new paper, New Traditions paper, I think it's called. I'm not sure, but I really like the way that turned out. And you guys remember these? See the envelopes? If they're pecan pie brown, and they've got
it's part of
this.
that is part of that gingerbread thing that Terry was showing us. Yep.
Yes. Well, I ended up with cards and envelopes. So I said, that screams gingerbread man. So I made 5 cards like this.
Cute.
I just stamped it on the center part and I took light pecan pie if his foot left the area, and I just colored it in and you can barely tell it. And then I had some memories and more, and I discovered that they fit right in the middle of this thing. So I made several cards like that
Yeah.
just out of the memories and more packs. I used a lot of those. I thought this one was particularly cute.
Adorable.
And, I just used the memories and more and some stickers and made those look gorgeous.
Yeah.
There you go. And then this is something I made in 22 at my very first retreat ever for anything Stampin' Up. I'd never stamped before in my life. And I'm just going to kind of show you. I'm making it for my oldest granddaughter. And I put in there all these little gift cards when you're homesick, a little gas for your tank. When only a cookie will help, the crumble cookie gift certificate will go there. Need almost home comfort food. She loves Panera, and I'm gonna bling it up with stickers where there's blank spaces. And then she'll get a one for shopping for a new outfit. This one is for half price books.
I think it's such a creative way to use that album to be to be a gift and to put all the gift cards in. It's so cute.
Yeah, I was real pleased with how that turned out. So I've got lots of gift card things in it, and that's going to be my oldest granddaughter's Christmas. And then Patsy and I made this. Can y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
This was in Mary's class.
Kathy's class.
Kathy. I don't know why I call her Mary. But I was like, I don't have a fall sampler. How wonderful is that?
Beautiful.
Yeah, that
So
one's
that turned out. So and I made postcards. I'm having trouble finding all my stuff, but the large memories and more. I had a bunch of pieces and I didn't have the big envelopes that they need. But I had bought myself some postcard blanks that were incredibly the same size. So I packaged 3 sets of 10 postcards that I'm going to sell at market.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go at $7.50 and see how that rolls.
I think it's great. I think that's a great way to use those up. And I think you were very productive. I will say, I am going to do the team Christmas sampler. I will still do that project. So I will post probably tomorrow in the Facebook group a sign up for everybody who wants to participate in the Christmas sampler. So the way that we do it is you make 9 little baby squares, all the same, and you get 9 baby squares back. And we try to feature different things in the catalog, but this catalog's a little tight. So if we have a little bit of overlap, I think it's going to be okay. And it could be online exclusives. I'm okay with retired or not retired, but like, if they came over from last year and they're online, as long as it's a current Christmassy thing. And then I mail them back to you, and then you can mount them and make yourself a Christmas sampler. We have done this every year. I need to count and see. I think maybe 6 or 7 now. We've done them every year, and I don't want to quit this tradition. So, if you don't like samplers and you don't want to make a sampler out of it, you can use them on card fronts, and they look very, very cute on a card front. So, but it's a fun way for us to exchange things with one another at the holidays. I will probably have them do. My goal is that they'll be due by our November meeting, so we have a month to do them. And then I will turn them around that next week. So you will have them before Thanksgiving. So you can assemble them and put them up. We will also do Secret Santa, and I'll put a sign up list for that. And that is our December meeting. And so you do not have to participate in Secret Santa. You do not have to participate in Secret Santa to come to the December meeting, because we'll play some games and have some fun. But I just wanted you to know that those are 2 traditions that I am not stopping, and I think they're very fun, and I hope you'll have fun with us. I actually have track of who got who for the last several years for Secret Santa, so that you do not get the same person. And so I will do my best to swaggle us around for that. I'm going to draw door prize winners. Everybody's going to win a door prize tonight because we have a small meeting. It's just the order that your name is drawn in terms of who gets picked first. So the things that I have are, these are the streaked dots. Yeah, I also need my glasses today, but they're like a dark brown. It's kind of hard to see, but they're like a fall. These are the dots, the frosted iridescent. These came with the lights of Aurora. These are very pretty and pink and blue and girly. We have these adorable faceted snowflakes. Those are fun and very blingy. We have Dear Dots, which goes with the dog set. I don't know, Jolly Delivery, but they're very
Yes.
pretty, petal pink and green. It's a really pretty set. We have the delightful decorative dots. These are pretty. They're kind of like an opal color on top. It's very hard to see, but there's an opal coating on top of them. I have a pack of the iridescent treat bags. They're like a pinkish tone. They're going to be really cute for Christmas too. I'm using them. I use them for Halloween, but I also just use them for random gifts and stuff, and they're very cute. And then, of course, I have the doilies. So, our first winner is BJ.
Ah,
Yay, BJ, what would you like?
oh my goodness. Shoot, I should have been paying attention. Oh, it doesn't matter. The Aurora bling.
The Aurora, got it. Easy enough. I don't know the name
Let me
of
see
them
the
all.
doilies again.
Oh yeah, sure. Doilies.
No,
They're really
I like
cute.
it. Are
They're
they?
very cute, but you're sticking with Aurora.
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
right, good call.
Good
Let
deal.
me ask you something. Does anybody know where to buy these little plastic envelopes that's reasonable for 8.5 by, to protect your cards?
Yeah, the
Where's the place to get those?
I got them on Amazon, and they were fine. I don't like them as much as ours. They're not as thick, but you can definitely find them on Amazon. So
I don't do Amazon. I think it's ruining our free enterprise system, so I won't do that one.
Then go to Hobby Lobby and they're $1.99. And I think that there are 20 in a package.
Okay,
both
thanks,
Hobby
Deb.
Lobby and Michael's have them. Michael's has them in their baking section.
Okay.
So
Are
it's
they
in
big enough? Because every time I've
Yeah.
seen them, they weren't big enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
they have them. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. And I agree with Melissa. I just got the Amazon ones, not when you make an exchange with a Stampin' Up group, you want to use Stampin' Up clear envelopes. It's really important. But if you're
This is
just
for my
storing
craft
them or
show.
selling, yeah, if you're going to a craft show, use whatever. Amazon is thinner. I actually I have some right here somewhere. Anyway, they are thinner. I, I agree with Melissa. Let me just say that. Yeah.
Yeah. But, I use the ones from Amazon for the cards that are non-standard size. So the little bit larger ones, I'll use those. I think they're also weirdly slipperier. I don't know if it's a word.
Slipperier.
Slipperier. They are weirdly like, I don't know. They're weird. So they
You know,
slide with the other ones a little bit more. So
yeah,
like if I try,
it doesn't. Yeah. So like with Stampin' Up, you fold it over, it's the perfect fit. But with the Amazon ones, you got to fold it over about this much to keep your card secure.
yeah, and they're
So
just
and then you got to deal with, bony.
yeah, they slide with the other ones. And I've used the ones at Michael's and Hobby Lobby too. So I know they both have them. But okay, number 2 is Patsy. Patsy, which would you like?
The faceted snowflakes.
Faceted snowflakes, yes, bling bling. All right,
Mhm.
I do. I don't blame you. Those are beautiful. All right. Next person is Linda.
Uh, I'll take the Jolly Delivery because I'm going to ask for Jolly Delivery for the sampler.
Cute. I love it. Okay.
Let me see the Jolly Delivery. I must have missed that one.
It's
Look-
called
look-
Deer. They're called Deer
Oh,
Dot.
yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
They're kind of, I like them because they're flat, which is good. So.
Yeah.
All right. Next person is Kathleen. Kathleen, which do you prefer?
What are the embellishments that are left?
They are either the delightful decorative dots, which have like that opal tone on them, these ones, and then the sleek dots, which are like a dark brown. Oh, and doilies, but I don't know.
I think I'll do the streaked,
All
please.
right. They are nice and would be good for masculine parts, just FYI. They're very neutral, so I like them. All right, Terry, what's your
Uh,
pleasure?
I want the doilies. I really do.
Yay! I'm so glad you want the doily. There you is, my friend. And then Miss Pat, you want some little treat bags or do you want really pretty, delightful dots? Which do you prefer?
I'll take the treat bags for Halloween.
I
Yeah, thank you.
know. You're always doing something fun. So just so you guys remember, there's a treat challenge going on in Candy's group. So you track the number of treats that you give away this month, and they need to be like, it can't just be candy, right? It has to be something you've packaged. And then you count those up, and then she's giving away, she's going to draw a winner just from everybody that participates. And then she's also going to give away a prize for the person who gives away the most treats. Carrie and I have been in competition for this before. And I love a good challenge. And so I have been trying to rack them up. I actually found, maybe that's what George is smelling. I found some dog cookies that are like Halloween Oreos, but for dogs. And I've been packaging them up as little treats for the neighbor dogs. And so that might be what he's smelling because those were kind of mixed in with all my stuff. So I think that's what he's got. His nose is attuned to that. They actually smell really good, like for people treats too, just FYI. They look, I looked at the list of ingredients. I could eat them. I don't know that I'm going to. But I will definitely be doing a temporary tattoo with that other thing. I'll report back.
Pictures, pictures.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. October is well underway. And just so you know, I'm committed to doing a post towards the end of each month, or the beginning of each month. I'm going to do a live just to kind of give you guys like my take on some updates. If I hear any big news or anything, I'll let you know. So I'm doing that. And then I also, Terry asked me to post about Document December and kind of how I do that, or December Daily, and how I'm going to use the new kit. There's a brand new December mini album kit out that is adorable and is not sold out. And so I actually posted a video just for you guys on that that shows you kind of how I'm going to use it and what I'm going to do. And then I'm looking to add a class in my neighborhood where I can invite some of the other moms in the neighborhood to come over, pick up their kit. We'll open it up. We'll kind of like pre-assemble it a little, like put some of the pockets in and stuff. And then that lets them then take it and take it home and then hopefully put some photos in it. And then I might do a class at the beginning of January for them to come back and kind of like finish it, right? That's my goal. Yeah, I can't wait to see how you guys get on and have a great October. And
Can
we'll
I
see.
share one
Hey,
more
oh,
thing?
Oh yeah,
one question.
yeah.
Does the